Hey guys, Viva La Brindle. Back with another episode of American Truck Simulator. Um, uh, Starting off a little differently. So, before I started recording, I started doing a little max exodus of my garage. Because I'm gonna not start from scratch, but I'm going to do things or start building more trucks for you guys and making trucks for the channel and such, and just to keep it more interesting, maybe if that's how it should be. Just so like I could I could build trucks constantly. So it's just you know just if you guys can see it, why not? So. First and foremost, though, this Mac R model, we are changing this entire thing around. The engine that was in this thing in the other video killed my entire audio. It was ridiculous. I was talking about beforehand in that video too, where the audio of that engine was just monstrously way too high. So, I'm gonna go into upgrade, and I do love the patina look. I do love the so E7, what the truck came with. I wish I could keep it, but I'm not going to. I'm not gonna put anything fucking crazy in this. I'm gonna keep it nice and low-ish horsepower. Could throw. No, none of you guys. 855. A big cam would actually suit this thing really well. I think I was talking about throwing the big cam in it in the other video too. I just totally spaced doing it. So we're actually gonna do that then. We're gonna throw a big cam in this thing. 500 horse sounds good. I like that. So with that being said though, transmission is going to be changing as well. We're not going to be keeping the maxi. We're going to do a Fury 6. And what kind of gearing do we want? 340? Do 340. I'm good with that. So we're just going to keep that as is for now. Yeah, is that like that? Alright, so that's them out of the way. Awesome. Now, next thing I'm going to do, we are going to build another wrecker. So we have a few to choose from. And obviously my mod stuff, I think I pointed this out in other videos, but obviously the R model and the why am I drawing a fucking blank on this? It says it right there. Superliner. So we're gonna go to Peterbilt. And that's another thing too. I have to make a video with the Ram 3500. Thing's badass. But we're going to do. We already have a 389 wrecker, so we're going to do a 379 wrecker. So let's do this guy. All right. So first things first. Do we want a sleeper? We could probably do short sleeper. Nice little guy. Like literally, like just pop right in back and just. But like, I mean, the amount of room back there. I mean, I'm a big fella, a little bigger. I'm 6 feet, like 240-ish. So it's just, I like having room. And it looks like that would be enough room to just kind of lay back there and like toss and turn left and right, but not really room to sprawl. I guess it's not. That's not the purpose. The purpose of the thing is to make money in general. But if you can have that little bit of extra comfort, it's always nice. But we'll let that be for now. So chassis and 379 for 36. That is what we have here. I am digging it. Yeah, I'm digging it so far. Yeah, we're gonna put a caterpillar in this. So do I want to keep that small sleeper though, or do I want to go just straight day cab? Let's see what it looks like. So we're gonna go back to that. Ooh. Even the A-cab truck looks awesome, but we're gonna go back to yonder. 39 now, 379 a day. There we go. I'm digging it. Yeah, we're gonna keep the day cab look on her. Alright, so now engine. Like I said, we're gonna go to cat. It already has a 500 horse cat in it. We're going higher. I'm not gonna go with a B. There is no. Where is the other one? There was another Caterpillar mod. Yeah, this is what it is. The MBN, but I'm fairly certain this 625. Yeah, there we go. There's a 625 one. Just want to make sure that's the highest one. I'm pretty sure that is the highest one, 625. Yeah, because then it goes into the C16. That thing's fucking ridiculous. So we're gonna go MBN on her. Where you at? There we go. And from what I recall, that one does sound very mean. Transmission. 336. Yeah, hill traversal is what I'm like really kind of gunning for here. Just cause like when you get up to the hill, like right there, there's not gonna be too much weight, cause like the 389 weighs 100 and some odd thousand pounds with a truck on the hook. So I think this is gonna be a little less, I think. So we're gonna go 12. No, that's higher ratio. I don't think higher is gonna. Oh, no. Lower. So the lower is higher. No. Either way, I'm jumbling myself up. So I'm good with that. And interior wise, the one thing about this one particular mod, the odometer does not work. At least I don't think it does, because it's right there. As you can see, there's, what does that say? 1,479,241 miles, apparently, on this. But, yeah, we're going to keep her like that. I do like the interior as is, flat top gray. Actually, make her blue. Ooh, green. Goes with the company. The 389, like the green color on the outside. I do like green as well, so we'll keep her green. Now paint. Let's look at the paint. Silver arrow, no. Solid gray, no. Metallic sky blue, hard negative. Metallic red, original red. We could go for the two-tone look, like on the 389. Like have the cab one color, and we can do the rear. Nope, not you. Body, the rear. And do the rear, like the actual, like, body. I can change the cab after the fact. I did the same thing with the 389. So, the rear, we're going to be keeping with the company. So, I'll look at it like this. I mean, it was initially a sleeper and such. So we got the truck, we cut the sleeper off of it. Obviously professional job putting it back with a window and all that. Extended the chassis and put the rocker body on it. And kept it the same company color for the back to get the work done. But the front of the truck is going to be the original color. So we're gonna go. Yeah. I'm digging that. I'm digging that a lot, actually. Alright, so now we're gonna go into accessories, or accessorals. And that is a nice working bumper for that, but I do like to have some nice showboat. The one thing, like, I don't like these bumpers on there, like how there's no bolts at the front holding it or retaining it to anything. Like, I understand there may be bracketry at the back of the bumper to hold it on, but it's just, I don't know, I like the look of the bolts being there. So, like, let's see if it's, yeah, so there's these that he put on. There was a flat one though with the bolts on it. I thought I recalled. Yeah, there we go. Yep, I'm digging that. That might be the same one we have on the 389 record. I'm not too sure, but yeah. And like with the 389 record, we're going to proudly display our engine. Perfect. And we're going to create our board of plates for different states. Oh, Florida. Alaska. I do like Alaska. I've never personally been, but I would like to go one day. Georgia. Louisiana. Massachusetts. Nevada. New York, nope. Oh, Texas. And Tennessee, no. South Dakota, South Carolina, Rhode Island, Pennsylvania. Throw one more down here for shits and gigs. Yeah, do Colorado. Alright, we're gonna keep the headlights the same. We're gonna pretty much keep this like not original, but we're going to at least have her look like, you know, she's clean. Like original components, just clean. Now, hood strip. Keep the hood strip the way it is. Ornaments. I have the original one right there, and I'm not changing that. Logo, got the logo there. Keep that bad boy there. And yes, we're gonna put the logo on the side there too. Our fenders. I don't know, is it? I don't know, that might be a little too much. Fender covering. Yeah, keep it with the style, the 389. Have a nice classic brown leather look. That's sick. Guards, though, how's that looking? The built-in signals, just get all the lights there. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Good. Can't change that. Visor, that is way too low, bud. How does that look? Looks that's way too low. I don't like that. The bow tie, though, that is by far my favorite one. So we're gonna keep the bow tie. Have her looking stylish. Cowl, we're gonna do. We're gonna do that, but we're gonna do the big steps. Have her looking fancy. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I like that. Alright, so now I'm gonna throw some light on here. I wish there was a way I could like change the hood color individually, like have it look like it's thrown together, kinda. That'd be pretty cool. Another thing I would love, like most of the trucks, like they don't have an option for a single stack. The Mac R model does, and the Kenworth W900A, that is a free mod in the workshop, has options for single stack, as well as the International 9300, but those are literally it. There's no option on, I don't think, any of the premium mods I've seen. But have no fear, we'll work with what we got. Have that cribbed. Where's the LED dizzles? There we go. Nah, I'm not gonna go green. I'm just gonna keep it orange. Have it nice and uniform. It's gonna be every other one now. Hopefully everybody's week is going fantastic. I'm taking care of a big job this week, as well as some warranty stuff that came through. Also, been playing some Magic the Gathering this week as well, which has been fantastic. I love that game. Me and the guys are actually going to get together and play an in-person game finally tomorrow. And yeah, because I'm only going that far because I'm not sure, like, if you guys saw the other video or whatever. There's a gap right here for whatever reason for the lights, so I just keep it one ahead on both sides to keep it uniform. And my reasoning, like, it's right next to the exhaust. The exhaust gets hot, it'll melt lights. And how do I feel about the stacks? I'm gonna keep the stacks the way they are. Straps are gonna stay the same. Watermelon lights, not gonna put those on there. Let's see how. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. LED. One advisor. Yes, renewing all of that. Also a repair on the job I'm doing, or the diagnostics I was doing beforehand anyways. A truck with a Cummins L9 came into the shop with a no start condition, so had to push that thing into the shop. That was fun. Just use a big truck tire and a forklift. It's a good time. Went through the low pressure diag, hooked up some clear hoses between the fuel gear pump and the main engine fuel filter outlet and inlet, between the gear pumps and the gear pump and the filter and such. Turned on the lift pump, and the lift pump was doing its job. It's no fucking air when it was primed up, because obviously air is going to be being let in when you have the fuel system open. So that being said, yeah, I went through that. I checked gear pump pressure. That was all in spec. And went through and checked some of the check valves and such, or return flow, as well as feed flow. There's a fuel manifold at the back of the block that you have to get access to. In order to get access to it, I had to unbolt the cab. It was only 2 bolts at the front, and I used a block of wood and my bottle jack and jacked up the cab roughly 4-ish inches. Gave me optimal room at that fuel manifold. So that was pretty sick. But getting the fittings and such in there was a pain in the balls. But that all checked out. So one of the last things to do was to check the fuel rail supply flow to the fuel rail. So took the line off the fuel pump head that feeds the fuel rail, put a rubber hose over the outlet, ran that into a bucket, cranked the engine, mind you, gear pump is doing its job, and literally nothing, not a drop of fuel coming out. So, leading to failed fuel pump head. So, pulled the fuel pump head off, and sure as shit, there were 2 plungers on the fuel pump head on the L9. One of them, so there's 2 plungers, there's 2 springs that help to retain pressure and such, and allow the plungers to do their job. That contact the tappets in the fuel pump, because the fuel pump itself is there's like a camshaft that's driven from the front gear case that drives the fuel pump. So it's driven from that, and there's tappets that those springs for the fuel pump head sit in that actuate the plungers in the fuel pump head that then deliver the fuel to the fuel rail. And one of those plungers, when I pulled the head, was stuck in the most bottom position, would not move out. So pulled the fuel pump head off, and senior tech that was there, he verified it with me. Pop down the plunger, at least one of the plungers. After you take the springs off, you can push the plungers down, it'll shoot fuel, but the plunger should pop back up from the check valve. And the rear one just did not. I picked it, I grabbed it, picked it out of its bore, just to the tippity top, and I pushed it down, it did not spring back up. So, bad fuel pump head. So I swapped the fuel pump head on after the customer approved it, and it does start and drive. Well, start and run now. I'm doing a whole bunch of brake shit too now. But yeah, that was that, and I apologize for rambling. Let's get this bad boy done. So we are going to yeah, we'll just go with chrome for this one. Being wireless glass, yes, we're gonna do that. Horns, high. Yeah, the high ones are good. Ooh, excuse me. Top light, already did that. Beacon. Oh, the horns are in the way. Well, it's only a data cap, so that's gonna be visible from the front and the back, the sides, the whole nine, so it should be fine with that. Now let's get to the body. Plastic frame, chrome. It's just meant to work, so let's give it plastic. And plastic's not gonna rust, so. Reflectors. Throw reflectors on there because we want to be safe. When I was doing roadside repair, that was always so fucking sketchy to me. Especially being on the highway, that shit fucking sucked. Alright, we're gonna put work lights. Bezels, plastic bezels, because this thing's a working truck. Okay, so we can change the brackets and all that good stuff. Well, there's plenty of red and white, so we're going to throw blue on there. Why? Because red, white, and blue. So, that's that. And we're going to throw more lights on here. I don't think I threw those in there. Paint the crane red. Actually, it's green. Nah, that's way too out of touch with the rest of the truck, so I'm just gonna do red. They look sharp anyways. Alright, so crane's done. Work lights. We're gonna keep throwing lights on this thing. Yeah. It's fine. Handles. Okay, these handles we're gonna keep chrome. And fenders. Plastic fenders. Those reflectors, or get that. And cat mud flaps. Fuck yeah. And for that, we're going to do might be a little much. Yeah, that one's cool. That one's sick. Because you can see like the entire cat logo. It's more of the cat logo, I should say. So we're gonna keep that just like that. Mid-axle mud flaps could do that. However, nice and extra protected. It's cool. Alright, so I think we're good there. So now let's concentrate on front. It is a wrecker. As far as like steer tires. Let's see what we got for 24.5s. Yeah, so that's Ruda's. Now, let's see. So the American pack I have here is really good ones too. Some newer level ones. I'd be sick to throw on this. I could put floaters. They call it flat face. So let's try that flat. V2. Oh, because V1 is, yeah, it sticks out pretty far. So we're going to go back to V2, go to standard. No, I think we're gonna go to level 1s. Yeah, we're gonna go level 1s, 24.5 level 1s. Yeah, like that. So now 5. So one thing I do like, so we do have, you know, the sharp, like clean look in the front. We could do steel in the back. And the reasoning I would put steel in the back is the steel is it's a cheaper wheel than aluminum, because obviously like forged aluminum wheels are way more money than just steel. So we're just gonna keep on keeping on. Steel 5-hole. There we go. Like that. Actually, we can do them painted as well, so we're gonna do them painted instead. We're gonna go. Yeah, we'll go. Actually, think we're gonna paint them black. I see a red door and I want to paint it black. Nope, don't want that one. Nope, that one. I don't want it polished because, I mean, the thing's a working truck. So this one. Yeah, like that. Alright, so now we're going to throw hubcaps on this baby. These are like trailer caps slash oil bath caps. Painted? No. Stemco. Don't want rust on there. Spectrum. Oh no, fucking cover, my bad, shit. Oh, we're gonna... painted. There we go. That way they're nice and even. Caps and covers. We're definitely gonna go there. Like, I wish there was like the moon cover that would like go onto the nuts. Like just the one that would cover the axle. Like, I'm sure it's there. So alright, so there's that, but there should be literally just like the cap itself for the just the face of the axle. Well, we're gonna keep that. Billets. Billet caps, that's cool. So we're actually gonna do that then. Nice. That actually looks sick, I like that. So now, at the front, we're going to throw a hubcap on the front. And we do standard. Chrome, American standard. No, that. Let's go now. Oh, it's fucking Kenworth. No. Ew. I'm kidding, I do love Kenworths. Peterbilt, digging it. And nuts, we're gonna go the short ones. Yeah, I like that. I don't know, I may go back to the floaters just because it looks like it would be more fitting. You know, no, it's a day cab, so we'll run the 24/5s. And 173 grand. Oh, we gotta finish up the interior first. And CB, we're gonna throw a green one on there. It's my favorite. It obviously matches everything. Floor is gonna be wood because it's fancy. Rubber mats because we want to keep this thing clean. It is a working truck. We're gonna throw chops. Painted chops. That way it's not, you know, crazy. I don't know. That makes me want to change the interior now. That'd be so hard to maintain. Yeah, we'll just keep it gray. Looks good. And mid. Actually. Yeah. Ooh, we're looking mean. Alright. There's flat. Computer. And I know I explain this almost every video, but I wear contacts and staring at the screen a lot, it dries my eyes out some. So if you see me like blinking like really hard, it's just my eyes are a little dry, that's all. So those are done. The seats, we are going to update our seats. Seat logo, no. Seats. Standard. No. Yeah. Exclusive, because they're exclusive. Beautiful logo, obviously, because obviously you can't tell this is any more repeatable than it is. Truck computer, we're gonna leave all that like out because we do have the GPS down yonder. Interior wood, I do like the way it is right now, so we're gonna let that be. Shifter's good. So, I think we are good. Just one last little thing. Headlights. No. Old school ones on the 379. The double old school style. I'm not feeling it. No, we're gonna 359 style, that's new. Oh, that eliminates the fucking the thing so we can have the turn signals down low. That looks sharp. I'll go back to the blinker, 3777 blinker. We keep it the classic look. You can't beat the classic look. So that is our new wrecker, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, we're gonna purchase. Down to Colorado. Go. And now, let's see. I'm not going to build one just yet in the near future, but I would like to build another 359 like for you guys, and either make a cool heavy haul or a short haul, wicked old school look like that maybe, or just, well, obviously like better than that, but I think you get what I mean. And yeah, so now we have our 389 hill. We're going to go to truck manager and go into the peak ladder, and we're going to try her out. Fire up this MBN. Should die. My headset turned itself off because there was a lack of noise for such a long period of time. Oh yeah, here is the... She sounds nice. Nice. Alright, so now we're gonna go to Colorado. I have to change my garage location. I don't want to be in fucking Cali. Go to Montrose. Yeah, sorry again, didn't have to. Alright, so let's... Yeah, that looks sick. So now, we're gonna go to jobs. How much time do I have left? Like 15 minutes. I can start one and pick it up. Free market. And ew, that's odd. So update 157 had just come out, and some things with some of the updates make things a little weird. Like there was one update that came out, I forget what number it was, but the R model I had, the wheels were like that, like pixelated, like pink-ish kind of color. Was weird. And so are these. Alright, cool. But alright, so let's take a peek yonder. See if we can do Colorado still. Grand Junction to Garden City. Montana with a dump. Yeah, we'll do the dump truck. There's enough time to get it too, so we're gonna set that. We have to go to Helena, which I think I can or quick travel to, so we're gonna do that one. Go to navigation, quick travel, and Helena. Yep, there we go. Alright, now real quick, we're gonna adjust our seats. Vehicle adjustment and height adjustment. We're going to just be able to see the top of the hood. Like that. Tilt. We're gonna tilt up a tad. Like that. Pan, we're gonna keep the same. Steering wheel. You can have it up. I'd rather like have it like toward like there. That way it's just not sticking into like the hood, like visual area. So we're gonna keep that like that. Steering wheel tilt. Yeah, if we keep the steering wheel down, it's gonna be a nice, like, a visual And what's that gauge say? I can't read what the fuck that gauge says. No. Alright, well. Forget another time. Pyrometer to the left. Yeah, the gauge all the way to the left that I'm looking at on the cluster. That's the pyrometer, it looks like. And if that gets to like 12, it's not too crazy, but if it's like up to 15, 16, we got problems. Like if the engine wasn't built up correctly and it saw very high EGTs, you're melting pistons. So yeah, something to keep mindful of. So that's that, and I'm gonna keep her just like that. Alright, let's get this girl on the road. Oh, so close. Function turn signals, as you can see. And nobody's coming. Someone's coming. Fuck off. This is a really good sounding mod. And the engine works. And there is the, yeah, the effects of the update without updated things. It might be related to a few of the mods that I do have installed, so it is what it is. It'll get updated at some point, so I'm not too worried about it. There we go. Yeah, the sound of the jakes on this thing, I was not very. I think it sounded kind of cheesy. Maybe it'll sound different, like when I have a load and I'm actually going. This is working on me. Or it's warming up on me, I should say. Oh, more ghost rims. That's what they are, the ghost rims. So many ghost rims, Jesus. Looks like I need to be the... This motherfucker. to freight market, just like we've done before, and take job. Right there. This is the deck. Model down. Neutral and trailer. 13th trailer coupling, what do we want to call it? And our model that we're doing has ghost rooms. Obviously, the benefit of not having the sleeper on this is a shorter tool radius. Also, I do have to see like brakes and shit as well as work, and the disc brakes on some of these fucking things. Like, under a box truck especially, you have to like hunker down if you don't have the tool to pick it up. And these things are not light at all. Especially calipers too. Calipers with hose with the rotors installed and shit. Just some heavy fucking pieces. Yeah, I don't care for them. No. No. I will be hopping off and finding the closest rest area. Like, it doesn't have to be a specific rest area. Yeah, you go there, buddy. It doesn't have to be like a specific rest base. There is. As long as I can like park somewhere and save the games, if that's what I consider a rest stop. Yeah, there's a service station there too, so I think I'm just gonna change the I think I'm through 616 in this. Oh, no? Yeah, because that was. I cannot do those jigs. I don't remember the fucking thing sounding like that. I could do 60 Series Detroit. I actually have not tried the Detroit. So 60, 490, 620. Signature. So Slav Jerry's creates engine mods for this game. He has some very good sounding mods, especially for being free. They're very, very good quality. So I'm not doing that, but Z mods have their Detroit 60 series and not 515. I want to say it's going to be the 620 I'm going to use. They do have a 900 horsepower Detroit. I'm not going to use that. But yeah, we'll try out Z-Mod 620 horse 60 series. See how she sounds, and then we're gonna be calling it quits for this episode. Stick to the license plate. We're gonna go cat. So C16. C16. And we're not gonna go 1,000 horsepower. You know, we'll stick with 625. Aggressive in me. The only thing I may have to do the 800 horsepower mod. That way, like, it sounds like, or like 800 horsepower, something's gonna be done with this thing to make it sound that aggressive. So I think we're going to so this thing does sound wicked aggressive. So I'm just gonna bump up the horsepower to 800. Not. I could go in 14. That's better power. 3406B was cool too. So many decisions, Jesus Christ. So, you know what? Shits and giggles. Because I did have the 3406B in my original. I don't know. But yeah, guys, I am calling it for this episode, so I am actually going to save. Cool. So we're saving it there, and guys, if you like hearing my commentary, enjoy watching me build trucks, just like watching me play games in general, please like and subscribe. And as always, it is a beautiful day. I'll see you guys.